No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will put total level to crank us up.
Here we go.
We go.
Out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man.
Corliss State.
Corliss State.
Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Nice.
Grab on the right.
That's definitely some Corey shit.
To get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give him these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Running back searching for a hole. That is a...
They still have a ton of talent.
Yeah.
Right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yep.
Be sure to play a bunch of late games now.
Nah. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go, man. You gotta let it go, D-Liz. You have to let it go.
Nice gain on
I'm
that.
asking you to just let it go, bro. Let it go. Please,
We're
brother.
playing at night.
No, we not, dog. Give me that.
I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much
We playing late night, D-Liz. So you can strike like the Black Mamba.
That's the first one of the day
He
out.
won't be available. Say bro. Got to bed.
There you go. Nah, man, I gotta finish. I got a long day tomorrow, bro. I don't want to hold up the lead. I got a long day tomorrow, yo.
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop.
I have an extremely long day tomorrow.
They move him around, they use him. Sometimes he blocks, sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to.
Easy ass game.
Should be. All right.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities.
Definitely going to be an easy one. I'm trying to.
Wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Wide receiver going in motion.
He should catch out.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Looking for room at the 40. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very
I'm surprised.
fortunate to get that ball back.
That was not what I was trying to do, but I don't think this is a good idea. I'm tired.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one.
Fuck.
As he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face
I am tired.
And these coaches have these plays
Oh,
on
no.
the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want.
Y'all should know better,
Make
dog.
explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been down.
unleashes one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. They'll try to pop the draw. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge
Corey
it back.
Stays.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best.
Breaks into the open.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous,
That is a nice open field tackle.
Mike running the screen right behind him, did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Quickly out to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Looking for a big play. Hits him in stride at the 10.
Oh, my God, bro.
This offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Back to throw, it's Hunter. They'll run the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
We're already in the 1st quarter, and already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal.
It's an open field tackle, dog.
And that one did not work. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate.
Thank you.
In a sea of noise. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Trying the left side. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Off the play fake on first down. Now improvising. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end.
Oh, shit, he almost stepped in front of that. He almost stepped in front of that.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll try the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down.
Good job.
In a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hunter. Got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the draw. And that's the end of the line on that front end. It's the end of the line for the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Excuse me.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. return. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Quick handoff. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Wide open space. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Hunter. Working that left side now. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. I mean, you throw it to the open guy, you make the right decision, and the big fella, Mr. Reliable, the tight ends, right? Like your security blanket over the middle of the field, just can't come up with the football.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and we'll see what they do to finish off this drive.
Complete to the left.
Even though Corey is not playing with these niggas, like they're, like the animations are all Corey for real. Like, it's like he's still controlling them low key. They jumping crazy and running all wild and shit.
6th play of the drive coming up. Lost a fire on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella...
Damn, bro.
And they're in for a touchdown. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next move yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Army has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the hallowed grounds of West Point. They're up by a field goal over Minnesota. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this flash in the American, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
Yeah, throw it a little bit quicker.
And gets a positive gain for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled.
You gotta make a commitment, bro. You gotta make a decision quicker than that.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
39, get the block, bro. Get the fucking block.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he steps out at the 27. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Looking to throw on first down.
Ah, throw the ball away.
The quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes.
That's my bad, dog.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long.
That's my bad, bro.
Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. One back in the backfield.
Damn, man.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's on target and complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Hunter. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Finds his man down the middle. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains in their side.
I gotta get some detail, bro. I gotta get some gas station.
For the offense. Leaves it with the back. running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's passed. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Here's the pressure. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got him. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights, it's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They've got the defense reeling right.
That a way to step up in that pocket, dog. That a way to step up in that pocket, dog. That a way to step up in that pocket, dog. Oh, I should have went out of bounds, though.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
The give to the tailback. They
Damn.
roll the dice with a run in the red zone, and time's going to run out on him here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stops him from housing it. Quarterback making checks. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Ohio State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
One of the areas they really focused on to this receiver in the offseason is we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The way we'll stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is currently trailing. But if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 11 to Minnesota. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, second and long from the 11. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field positions.
They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Back to pass, it's Hunter. Finds his tight end. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stop just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. And now on second down for this offense. Power football with the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change it.
Turning it on! And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a man on the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time. And that's a live ball behind the line.
Oh, he's going to be hurt.
And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll make... Possession actually picked up yardage on the play.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. I'll tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh, he caught it. Oh, shit. What the fuck? What was that?
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments,
Oh,
clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. The guy that can do everything in that.
It was tipped. I knew I was just trying to throw it. I was like, nah, you gotta hear him throw it right now. Just throw it right now. All right, so it was tip, boom, tip, boom, tip. He tipped it, and then it fell right in his hands. Damn, that's tough.
Putting up such great stats.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point.
Pure luck.
76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Hunter. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. Oh, misjudged. He's going to get...
Oh, no!
And it'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are on the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Running into the open space. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got his man down the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stop cold as soon as he got it. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Handoff to the lone back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Back to throw, it's Barmore. Moving away from pressure. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page and getting the first down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. Like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Back to pass on second down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Oh, my goodness.
An incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. Trying to get it to the marker. Inside the 30. He's loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Now this offense is back on the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. He's got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. How about the O? To the air. It's Rousseau. Snagged out of the air. Still on his feet is the 45. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They're dealing with a second and long. They go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally. They showed that here today. Dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looks like he's going to try to return it.
The return is brought down at the 16.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Dropping back, it's Rousseau. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's been wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
I I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation